What's good, toddlers of the turntables? This here's Lil Whippersnapper's hip hop history, where we schooling you on the real architects of the culture. I'm your host, Baby Ice. Got one rattle in my crib and one in my chain. Today, we celebrating a creative juggernaut, a lyrical innovator, and a straight-up trend killer, Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. Now, let me tell you something. When Missy hit the scene in the late 90s with Super Duper Fly, she didn't just drop an album, she landed a spaceship. The production, next to mention. The visuals, wild. The flows, like nothing we ever heard before. She could sing, she could rap, she could write, and she did it all while flipping the script on what it meant to be a woman in hip-hop. She was never trying to fit in. She broke the mold, threw glitter on it, then walked away in a trash bag outfit looking flawless. Behind the scenes, she was penning classics for Aaliyah, Beyonce, Ciara. She made other legends shine while being one herself. Talk about power. So when you hear Work It or Pass That Dutch, don't just dance, pay tribute. Missy ain't just the queen of freaky beats. She's a pioneer, an innovator, and a straight-up hip-hop Hall of Famer. This Baby Ice signing off. Remember, stay weird, stay wild, and never let them box you in. Peace. All right, listen up, young bloods. Welcome back to Lil Whippersnapper's hip-hop history. I'm your host, Baby Ice, the only baby with a gold chain, a teardrop tattoo, and a full respect for the game. Today we talking about the godfather of the West Coast sound, Dr. Dre, the man who made your speakers bump and your mama mad. This cat started off with world-class Wreckin' Crew. Yeah, tight curls and sequins, but don't let the outfit fool you. Then he linked with Easy, Cube, Ren, and Yella, and boom, NWA was born. Straight out of Compton, straight out of Patience for the Police, he flipped the industry upside down with reality rap. Then he said, I'm out, dropped the Chronic, and made Death Row the scariest label on earth. Snoop, Dre brought him to the table. Eminem, Dre saw that raw talent. 50 Cent, Dre mixed the bullets into bangers. Every era, this dude been conducting symphonies with bass lines and bars. Dre ain't just a producer, he's a blueprint. So next time you nod your head to a Dre track, know that you saluting a real architect of the game. That's it for today, class. This is Baby Ice, dropping history like a hot 16. Stay fresh, stay fierce, and always respect the culture. Peace. What up, youngsters? You locked in to Lil Whippersnapper's hip-hop history, where I break down the legends for the ones still eating goldfish crackers. I'm Baby Ice, pacifier in one hand, mic in the other. Today we talking the dog father himself, Snoop D.O. Double G. This cat slid into the scene like a smooth shadow on Dre's The Chronic, 1992. That voice, lazy but lethal. That flow, slicker than a slip and slide in the summertime. Laid-back murder music, and somehow he made it sound elegant. Born Calvin brought us in Long Beach. He grew up in the madness. Crip streets, church choirs, and freestyle battles. When Dre found him, it was over. Doggy Style dropped, and boom, platinum before it even dropped. Ain't nobody done that. But Snoop, he didn't stop. He flipped from Death Row to No Limit to Martha freaking Stewart. Homie turned gangsta rap into a global brand, and through it all, he stayed Snoop. Chill, cryptic, and cool as a snowman in the freezer aisle. So when you hear that faux shizzle, know that's history talking. Snoop ain't just a rapper. He's a vibe, a movement, a household name who kept it 100 the whole way. This Baby Ice signing off. Stay solid, stay soulful, and remember, legends don't bark, they doggy style. Peace. Welcome back to Lil Whippersnapper's hip-hop history, where we break down real legends for real ones, even if your bedtime's at 7:30. I'm your host, Baby Ice, Binky in one hand, street wisdom in the other. Today, we tapping into one of the greatest pens the culture ever saw, Nasir Jones, a.k.a. Nas. Now listen close. 1994, this young cat from Queensbridge dropped Illmatic. And I ain't exaggerating when I say that album shifted the entire Earth's rotation. He was only 20, but the wisdom he put in those bars, that was ancient. Grown man pain, vivid street tales, metaphors so sharp they cut you twice. Tracks like NY State of Mind, Life's a Bee, One Love, they weren't songs, they were blueprints of survival. Every line painted a picture. You could smell the piss in the stairwell, feel the heat from the corner. He spoke for a generation that felt invisible, and he did it without ever yelling. But Nas didn't stop at Illmatic. He built a whole dynasty of realness. It was written Stillmatic, King's Disease. He adapted, evolved, and never lost his soul to trends or gimmicks. Nas ain't the loudest, but he's one of the truest. And in this game, truth always outlives noise. This Baby Ice signing off. Keep your head up, keep your circle tight, and keep one eye on the system. Peace. What up, baby bangers and lil block huggers? Welcome to Lil Whipper Snappers, the only podcast where pacifiers meet platinum plaques. I'm Baby Ice, the coldest baby in the game. And today we paying homage to the OG of gangsta rap, the legend they called Eazy-E. Now look, before the memes and streams, before Spotify and TikTok, this cat was flipping the game out the back of his 64. Born Eric Wright, he came from Compton, California, a place where survival was the first hustle. He took his street knowledge and used it to build a business, linked with Dr. Dre and Ice Cube, and next thing you know, NWA was ripping the industry a new one with Straight Outta Compton. They didn't ask for permission, they told the truth. Loud, raw, ruthless. Eazy had that voice, high-pitched, nasal, but dangerous. He ain't need a complex flow. His presence, unmistakable. He walked into a room and everybody knew. That's the man who made it happen. After the group split, he held his ground, ran ruthless records, put on Bone Thugs, kept feet in the streets, even when the world was against him, even when death row was breathing down his neck. Eazy stood tall. He passed too soon, but his legacy, untouchable. He proved you could come from the gutter and still end up a general. This is Baby Ice teaching the babies about bosses. Stay bold, stay business-minded, and always move ruthless. Peace.
Hey, man, I just want to say thanks for hanging out with us today here on Squatch. You could have been anywhere else on the internet, probably watching a raccoon ride a skateboard or a baby dance to some Pitbull song. But you chose to be here, and that means something. Let me know down there in the comments what part hit you the hardest or made you spit out your drink. I read all them things, even the weird ones. YouTube says they know you're going to like that next video down below. I don't know how they know, but I trust that algorithm like it's my cousin working at the DMV. And hey, don't forget to hit that like button, smack that subscribe, and join the Squatch fam. We're out here in the woods of the web, keeping it weird and wild. I'll see y'all in the next one. Stay legendary, stay squatchy.